Currently loading dark water divination. Please enjoy. Hello everyone and welcome to Dark Water Divination. My name is Brianna. I am a medium and spiritual guide, and I have a reading here for you if you would like it. This one is going to be what to expect next. So, with that being said, I am going to allow myself to step back and allow Spirit to step forward. Please allow me to communicate the most truthful and most beneficial information for the viewer. Okay, so we are going to use an oracle deck first to see what is next, and then we are going to use the tarot sort of as like the nitty-gritty details and like what's next, basically, essentially, or like the advice for you. So let's see, what can the viewer expect next? What can the viewer expect next? I stopped my recording for a second there, sorry, 1 second. Okay. What can the viewer expect next? I'm smelling tacos. I don't know if somebody's like making tacos or something that's like tacos, but okay, so we have chasing, but that doesn't feel, I think that was from me because I got excited smelling tacos. Okay, let's see. What can the viewer expect next? Interesting. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so the first one that we got is intuition, heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. Then we have mistakes came out next with misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Then we have hoping, expecting, faith, and manifesting. And we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, or trickery. So what I can feel from this is what to expect next is I want to make sure that I word this right. Oh, also on the bottom of the deck we have clarity, which is truth, intentions, and honesty. What I feel like is what you can expect next is your intuition increasing after having been in a period of making quite a bit of mistakes and having to deal with quite a bit of deception and dishonesty. What I feel like what you can expect next is a sharper sense of people, a sharper sense of understanding where there is mistakes or where a mistake may lie. I also feel like what you can expect next is clarity within something that may be elusive to you or something that you may feel is deceptive. What you can also expect next is there is some sort of manifestation coming in that you may have been expecting. I feel like this is something that you have felt intuitively, but again, you may have been kind of coming up against mistakes or really sort of just a misunderstanding, and that could be with outside sources, or that could be like an internal misunderstanding of your own like body signals or emotional cues that might not have been something that you have understood, or may have been something that was elusive for you in the past. But I feel like with life experiences comes deeper, richer knowledge. And I feel like that's what to expect, is you are coming into the deeper, richer knowledge chapter of it. an understanding of why things happened the way that they happened. What can the viewer expect next? What can the viewer expect next? I thought so. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So what you can expect next, we have rejection and releasing. Rejection is abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear, and then we have releasing with letting go, moving on, and walking away. With these two, I feel like what you can expect next is your ability to let go of rejection in a much easier way, to be able to move on from things that don't end up working out, mostly is what I'm seeing. So it doesn't have to be direct rejection. I feel like this is just seeing where things don't work out, or seeing where there's mistakes in things, misunderstandings in things, releasing it, letting it go, and hoping for better to come in from releasing, from letting it go. I also feel like we have foundation, broken, memories, and boundaries. Foundation is established, family, security. Broken is shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Memories is reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. And boundaries, no, drawing the line, and enough. So what I feel from this, you may be experiencing a flood of memories from your past that you may see as mistakes. It may be memories from the past that are highlighting the deception that you've been through, the trickery that you've been through. It may be memories that cause you to remember why you have the boundaries that you have in place. But I feel like that is because what is happening next is you are welcoming a new foundation into your life. What I feel like is you are welcoming a brand new beginning in your life, in which you are having solid boundaries, stronger boundaries. You have a stronger understanding and awareness of your boundaries. And I feel like you feel this coming in. You could also be deepening ties with family, or deepening how you feel secure, where you feel secure. It's also this feeling of like the trial run is over, in the sense of like, now you understand what you need, now you understand how to move forward, now you understand what works for you and what doesn't. The trial period is over. Now, don't get me wrong, the trial period may have been incredibly difficult. You may have absolutely experienced heartbreak, and it may have absolutely shattered you. But the fears and the feeling of rejection, the feelings of abandonment, the trickery is what I feel like you are letting go of, releasing, especially if it's something that you are not actively working on, or that you are actively experiencing. Then there is no reason to dwell. There is no reason to go through past memories. So what you can expect next, to be honest with you, may be difficult memories, but I feel like it is here to show you how far you've come. I also feel like it's coming up because it needs to be acknowledged. And even if it's something that you have worked through or acknowledged before, there may be that last little bit. Do you know, if you're familiar with coding, if you're doing it the traditional way, you can go line for line, code everything that you need to, And at the end, something might not be working when you finally finish. And so when you go back through your code, you might find like a little carrot that's not supposed to be there. And then you delete it and you find out, oh my gosh, okay, that was what was stopping the website from working. So it's sort of like that, in the sense of these memories are coming up as a little carrot, just for you to be like, oh, okay, I just needed to see that. I just needed to acknowledge it, and now I can release it. It is in no way to trick you. It is not here to make you feel broken. It is also what I feel to be almost like a sign of hope, or more so, you can use it as a sign of hope, because you can look at those painful memories, see where you are now, which is seemingly a better place, and use that to say, man, if I'm in a better place now, it's only just going to get better from here. Because you're building that foundation for yourself, because you're letting go of what you no longer need, because you are allowing yourself to manifest from a space of expansion rather than a space of restriction. Let's get into the tarot and see what else they would like you to know about what to expect. What can you expect next? What can the viewer expect next? Wiggle, come on. I've had trouble shuffling all day today, which I find quite interesting. My communication has been a little bit off too, so I'm not sure if there's something astrologically happening or something that you are currently experiencing, but it's like I'm still finding the best ways to get it out, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's very much a part of the message here, is like, despite what you've gone through, despite what you're healing through, you're still finding a way to show up. You're still finding a way to put yourself out there, which is incredible. Very hard to do as well, especially after you've been broken, especially after you've been shattered. Oop. But what can the viewer expect next? What can the viewer expect next? Interesting, this was on the split. So we have the Hierophant coming out first. This is a higher commitment, higher order. This is also tradition. What you can expect next is a level up, an ascension, essentially. There's something here about stairs. And then now I'm hearing, It's the Climb, that song by Miley Cyrus. So I'm not sure if that means anything for anybody. The journey that you've been through has been so arduous, has been so difficult, has been a climb, so that you can ascend into the most authentic version of yourself, which that within itself is a sense of liberation that not very many people get to feel or achieve. I also feel like this is something that you are going to be experiencing from a soul level as well. One second, I feel kind of like weary, lethargic. Oh my god, exhausted, I was just gonna say. And on the bottom of the deck is Nine of Wands, which is tired, exhausted, low-key burnt out. But again, it looks like you've been doing quite a bit of work and like healing some pretty deep-seated wounds here. So maybe what to expect is feeling tired. One of the signs of ascension also is exhaustion and feeling tired, even though you may be getting like 8 hours of sleep or however genuine rest. A part of the ascension is just feeling tired because you're energetically moving through and purging numerous amounts of things. But let's see, what else can the viewer expect? Also, I feel like you are ascending from a soul level as well. So not only is this something that you are working through internally, emotionally, but this is evolving you like soul-wise. I believe that there's like a hierarchy or like some sort of level or something that has to do with our souls, if that makes sense. And the more work that you do, the higher up on the pegs or the higher up on the stairs, so to speak, your soul goes. And so I sort of feel like this is one of those things where like your soul is ascending a couple more steps up those stairs, if that makes sense. What can the viewer expect next? Oh wow, okay. So what you can expect next is a sense of peace among the chaos. What you can expect is your ability to rise ahead, to rise above any sort of challenges, obstacles, or things thrown at you that may sort of cause a bit of resistance in your path. So what to expect next is a sense of peace, a sense of gracefulness as you navigate through this. There's some sort of, manifestation that you may be expecting. I feel like this manifestation has something to do with your emotions and being emotionally fulfilled or happy with where you are emotionally. We have the Magician and the 10 of Cups here, highlighting that. I also feel like what to expect next is you are pooling all of your resources, all of your power, all of your ability to create, and using that with inspired action to create and to bring in this 10 of Cups, this wish fulfillment, this absolute happiness that you are wanting to feel and will be absolutely coming in. For some of you, this is going to be a higher level soulmate that you have been calling in and manifesting, and they will be somebody who can match you emotionally, somebody who can help fulfill you. This is also somebody who I feel like is going to be able to help protect your peace. But if this isn't what you're looking for, then this is just you being able to manifest an environment or a higher calling that allows you to be more emotionally fulfilled, and using all of your resources and efforts to bring that in, co-creating with the universe. You could be a spiritual person, or maybe you're just somebody who like sends a casual prayer up. Do what feels right for you. But either way, that's been heard. The 7 of Wands too, it's interesting because we have the boundaries here, and the 7 of Wands again is boundaries. So you are stronger within your sense of self. What is that saying? A thick skin. So this journey could have really helped you develop a thick skin. And we have the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom. That is a brand new beginning, potentially in career. Potentially in career, or it could be a brand new physical beginning in the sense of like you may be moving. But let's see, what is the last final advice for what to expect next, you guys. This is so beautiful. I don't feel like I'm done shuffling yet, but we have the Sun. that is the happiest card in the deck. This is joyfulness. This is happiness. This is expansion and clarity, which we saw that also on the bottom of the deck of the oracle cards. Clarity, right? Clarity coming in. There's some sort of truth, or at least you'll be able to see things a lot clearly and from a brighter perspective. You have very good things coming in for you, and after what seemed to be a journey or a stretch of time that you may have felt quite broken. And so I feel like what you have manifested through that journey is a pretty grand emotionally fulfilling ending, or at least an emotionally fulfilling rest of time. Not necessarily ending, because, you know, you're still going, but and life still goes. We have Page of Cups coming out here as our last card for the advice, which I think is really cool. The pages are typically messengers, and they are the beginnings of things, the start of things. They're typically like the students of the tarot. So I feel like this is just saying to allow yourself to be curious. Allow yourself to be joyful, allow yourself to be playful, allow yourself to be almost kid-like in the way in which you move. You are heavily protected. You are also quite gifted in the ability to manifest and bring things in, and your ability to co-create with spirit, or co-create with your inner core, co-create with your the skills and talents that you know are your strengths. And continue to wear your heart on your sleeve. Like, you never know. And it's always better, in my opinion, to live life trying and taking the risks and putting yourself out there, because you never know. If it's a no, then it'll be the same as it was before you asked. But if it's a yes, then you get to have a whole new experience that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to have. So keep an open mind. Keep an open mind, and expect to rise above any challenges, and rise and ascend to a higher level, both emotionally and from a soul-centered space. So I hope that this helps. I hope that this was confirmation for you in some sort of way. If you like this video, go ahead and let me know by hitting that thumbs up button, and if you would like to share, I would love to hear it, and you can put that down in the comments below, and I would love to hear from you guys. And if you would like to join our little family here at Dark Water, you can do that by hitting the subscribe button. So with that, I will leave you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one.